take it real soon. You know we got what you need, baby, so take it along.
As everybody was that was playing, and it's so many great games. You saw it all, you felt it all, you heard it all. We have a brand new king of cornhole.
Here for the major in Branson, Missouri, the American Cornhole Organization. Now, Todd Matt Gammon, who you saw on center court here in these previous matches, father-son, are going to be taking on Josh All-Day Glover and Sean Anderson.
Yeah.
And this is going to be a fantastic match. We might actually wrap the night on this match.
Absolutely.
I see Anderson making his way back to center court, talking with Douglas Parker. Josh All-Day Glover, he is getting ready to take to it. And now all we have to do is find the Gammons, who I'm betting, based on their comments to you, are out warming up.
Yeah. You better get that money off the board before Glover gets down there.
Oh, yeah.
I can assure you it will be gone.
There's no question, no question. April snatched that up, and she's run off now to the tournament director's booth and the safety and security, oh, my goodness, of their area back there. So Glover comes in here. He's bringing and this piece of equipment that he's got that you see probably on camera here, where players are these wheeled bags. And I tell you what, just in the last 3 to 6 months, so many more of these out and about. How many sets of bags are we holding in one of those?
I'd probably say 6 comfortably.
Six
more.
Sets of 4 bags.
6 sets of 4 bags.
So that's not light. So clearly the reason for the wheels, I see some of them have light-up wheels, and you can use it as a seat. I know some people probably use it as a cooler as well. But
you think so, huh?
I think that's probably the case. And you'll see Glover and Todd here shoulder to shoulder. It'll be your first chance to see Josh All-Day Glover on center court. I believe Sean Anderson was involved late night last evening in the quads, I think.
Kyle Anderson. Kyle.
Oh, Kyle Anderson.
Yeah, let me get the right.
My apologies. I'm all Andersoned out.
You don't think about those bags, too. You can carry those on the plane.
Right. Yeah, well, I would tell you that. You can take them on the plane. But they will pull those out at the TSA, and every single one of them will be swabbed or watered.
Absolutely.
And as they should be. I'll be honest with you, as they should be. And nobody wants to take that investment in those bags, which can be upwards of $100 a set of 4, maybe more. Nobody wants to trust that, I don't think, to just a mail service of any sort. So players obviously very protective
of those
bags and their property, because basically that is their weaponry. Those are their tools of the trade. And
guard them with your life.
Makes perfect sense that you would want to take them all. And the reason you might need 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 sets of bags are for days and weekends just like this.
Absolutely, where the boards change.
They do.
You heard the Gammons say that they had to go to a different set of their game changers?
No question.
Yeah.
Gavin Kirk, who we had on center court earlier, a big fan of Josh Glover, says, those legs are built for center court.
I couldn't tell where his socks stopped and his legs started.
Well, I think khaki pants and white shoes are an interesting choice based on the fact that it all just sort of runs together in a taupe, if you will.
Well, you know, his wife, Christina's a good friend of mine, and I don't think she dresses him before he leaves the house, to be honest with you, sometimes.
Well, we do wonder every so often if any of these center court offerings, if some of these players have mirrors in their home. But no, we're having a good time and thrilled to be here on center court, which probably be the final match of the evening for us here.
Yeah.
And we'll look forward to it because the Gammons have, as we've said, a perfect way to maybe wrap up season 17 because they have made season 17 their own. They really have, individually and as a team. And Glover always is a big character and a big player. Kyle Anderson, a guy who is so under the radar but so skilled, so good at the game.
Always in the top 20 in singles and doubles. He don't have all the major wins with everybody, but he's steady. You know, it's just like the golfer that's always finishing in the top 20 in the money list and everything. He's right there with some of the best, and he is one of the best. He's an awesome player.
He's got that season 13, looks like that Corny 40 jersey on, which means a top 40 finish. Our top 40 finishers this season are going to find themselves in the Corny 40 Challenge at the Field of Dreams movie site the final weekend of August. Check out AmericanCornhole.com if you're interested in that. If you've not been out to Dyersville, Iowa in the movie site, well, you're probably not alone, but if you have been there, you know how special that piece of property is. We're going to have a 3-day tournament that is going to be working everybody we can into the finals, into that historic red barn that was part of the movie site as well. Big baseball event going on that weekend and an outdoor old school tournament that'll have a $25,000 purse attached to it. That should be a lot of fun. And we're going to be using OG bags, old school bags filled with corn like the old days. Corn not just from anywhere.
Yeah.
Corn.
Are you ready? Bring it.
From the Field of Dreams. Not corn from the Cornhole dude. He is he has absolutely embraced his
absolutely
his role as the starter.
He's starter of the year. I can tell you that right now.
He is.
And he's probably for hire if anybody else is looking for a starter somewhere.
If anybody's looking for someone to start a birthday party, a bar mitzvah, you just get a hold of us. The Cornhole dude may be your man.
Just bring it. Oh, and Todd goes for the airmail early.
Well, I'm gonna tell you something right now. There's way more fabric and pellets on top of the board than I expected to see in this first frame.
Glover goes up.
He does go up, and he's able to squeeze a couple down through the manhole.
And this is going to be a good matchup down on this end too, with Matt and Kyle Anderson. Yeah. Kyle looking dapper in that yellow jersey too, by the way.
One of the few yellows we've seen over the course of the weekend, but I think that's one of his favorites. He finished season 13 and number 35, I believe, is what it says there. Yeah.
Yeah, but like I said, he's normally around the top 20. Plays very well in the majors. He's back. They're flying in the hole.
Yeah, there is no time or effort wasted on these. And so the first one to get off the goose egg is Team Gammon. And nicely done there by Matt. I think that keeps him out of the doghouse and the scolding.
Yeah. Pop's happy a little bit. And they matter of fact, they have both approached me. Anderson and Glover said, "Who'd you pick?" I picked Irvin and Tavers, and I got an earful. These guys are playing for the king seat here.
I got to be honest with you. If anybody thinks you're not going to pick Russell Tavers to win any major that you're going to be at and he's going to be at, they have not been paying attention.
I did not pick Russell to go as far as he did today, and what a great finish for my good friend. Nice bag there by Glover to get the Wars again.
It's good stuff there. All right, Seth Ford took the juniors championship this weekend. Robert Harper, the seniors. Amber Fretwell took the women's division, and then she ended up back up against Martina Belt, who she beat for the women's championship. Martina exacted a little revenge with her partner in the co-ed doubles with Zach Rush, as she and Zach took Amber and Shane Fretwell in the co-ed doubles last night. So congratulations there. And then, of course, Gary Bearpaw, who we mentioned earlier, just ran rampant through the singles division and scored a massive victory, a 21-2 victory over Craig Irvin to take the singles championship for the weekend.
Josh tells Kyle he should clean up this pile of mess that we got building right here.
Well, there's plenty of room over top of that hole, though. He said just shoot it, and I've stood up to get a better look at the board here, and there is room there, and he's got that shot. I mean, we saw during the warm-up tosses, he can throw that thing on a zip line, and it'll drop down there without touching anything. Oh, and he tried it and missed it, but he's still got one in hand.
I tell you what, I saw Todd tell Matt to do the same thing. Let's see if Matt can hit it.
He's real low and hard. Oh, he tried that roll. Going to go up and over. Oh, there it is. There it is.
This is going to be a great match right here.
Yeah, it really is. Now that's going to yield Team Gammon another penny on top, so 3-0. Our top seed, Team Gammon.
Yeah. I see Sebastian Barger finishing up. He played with Jamie McDowell this weekend. What's up, Rob Thompson? Good friend of mine.
So we've seen Glover play a little bit off left, a little bit more than I'm sure he would have liked, but he's got it dialed in, uses his bag to kiss another bag down in.
Got 2 points out of that.
Pull a couple.
And when he gets hot, he can get hot now.
Well, he said they struggled a little bit early, and throughout the rest of the day they started throwing fire, and that is usually how you end up on these pitch pad carpets on center court, and that's nicely done by Kyle just to get a good, comfortable start.
I see Kyle, he's throwing on the slick side. He's figured out these boards are a little tacky for those bags on the sticky side.
Well, and I think to that point we have seen in this major versus the other 9 that we've been here on Stadium and on the digital network, we have seen more defense played. Yeah. And I don't know that it's been intentional or it's just been a function of the boards. It feels like everyone has come to grips with the fact that the boards have been a little tackier, and so defense has really been the thing that's going to win championships, not unlike the NFL.
Yeah, you know, I was talking to a player out in the main courts out there earlier, and he's telling me that he just bought him a new set of bags to get ready for the Worlds. Was thinking these boards may play the same way.
Nice airmail there by Glover. Didn't touch hardly anything. And then
Glover,
Todd over top, and then I think Josh thought he was going to be a little bit of an opportunist there, and he
I'll pick up a couple right here.
Overestimated the ability to repeat, but he's going to get a couple.
Yeah. Greg Glover's mad he missed the airmail.
Well, and it is interesting because you get into that routine where you think you can repeat a shot no matter what, and it's very few players that can go shot for shot for shot for shot, and we've seen quite a few of them here on center court over the course of the season, not just the weekend, but so many players are so good because they're able to forget about the previous shot, good or bad, and just focus on the shot in and at hand.
Here comes an airmail right here. I think he should shoot the airmail. He's got such a good one. He's saying it's hard to push it.
He said, well, he said based on the angle at the way that Matt throws it and the way it laid there.
Oh, did you see? that was a new shot for Kyle Anderson.
A little bit of a cartwheel bag there. A nice cut shot. And that was nicely gathered up there by Matt.
And Matt just tried to prove Josh wrong with that push right there. That was a nice push.
Well, but he said the way he throws it at that angle, it comes in a little heavy on the right side, so it would be hard to push from where Kyle is standing, but from where Matt is standing, not as difficult as you saw him able to move that bag back into useful position. He's going to come in hot.
Nice to get the wash.
Takes a couple in. Not enough of that one, I don't think, presenting itself for him to go get it all. As I look at the replay here, he just missed it. I think if he had gotten just a little bit more left, he'd have been able to do it.
Now, there's something you don't see every day at a cornhole tournament. Johnny Box has a buggy that we haul the boards out on, pushing every kid in the building on it. And they don't even have to pay for that ride here in Branson.
It's a holiday weekend, so all the families are out. All the families are out.
Nice bag. Glover, he's a solid player. But
Boy,
so is
came in
Todd.
hot on that one and missed a little too much. That should do it for all of them, and it does. Leaves one sitting up high, and I think if Todd had that one back, I think he would have preferred not to have taken everything with him. But
Glover and Anderson 8-3, playing for the king seat here. Branson, Missouri, our last stop of our majors for season 17.
Yep, the American Cornhole organization wrapping everything up the final week of July here with our World Championships back in Branson. We invite you to come out if you've been watching and you think, I've always wanted to go. Old school Branson, new school Branson down at the landing, whatever it is. Come out and make a vacation out of it and come be part of the tournament. We've got open play and opportunities in our tailgater division for anybody to come in off the street with a partner and come in and play. That's a bit of a laundry basket there. Kyle's going to go ahead and add to the front side of that, but we invite you to be part of the World Championships July 25th through the 30th. We'll wrap it up on American Cornhole Organization Championship Saturday, which is also the ACO World Cornhole Day. So we look forward to being back here in Branson in just a couple of months and invite you to come be a part of it. Lots to do here in town. The Top of the Rock, something that I highly recommend if you have an opportunity to come to town. And if you're a fan of Bass Pro Shops, Cabela's, Johnny Morris, who founded Bass Pro Shops, has got just an unbelievable, I believe last evening I said breathtaking place put together here with this Top of the Rock, and you really, really ought to come see that if you get a chance. And
man, Todd only shake his head right there.
He said, really? You got to be kidding me. Oh, and he's saying, really? You got to be kidding me yet again.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll tell you what. I mean, if that board wasn't
sticky, that bag's in the hole.
Tacky, it absolutely. It kind of came in and then jerked left a little bit, found itself in the center. Now it's got an interesting fold on it, the way it's sitting.
Yeah,
it's got kind of. I mean, it looks a bit like a jellyfish the way it's laying there on the bottom left quadrant of the hole.
Yeah, and Allison said, "Come throw some axes."
Oh, how
he made
that?
It, but pulled, bro.
He got the drag. Yeah, he ended up with the drag that he didn't want. But he had did you see the grip, the claw he had on that bag? That was a devastating airmail right there. Unfortunately, took a bag he didn't want to take with it.
He has got a good airmail, too. Kyle has been really steady in this game. And just as I say that, he puts one out of play, and Matt follows him.
Returns the favor. And we've talked about the magnet bags and the monkey see, monkey do factor in this game.
He's got two out
when
now.
You see a good shot or a poor shot, how you tend to mimic that. And I think we're seeing an entire frame of that right now.
See if he tries that cut back again. There it
is.
is.
Well, there it is. Yep.
Yeah.
He did it, and he got it.
Interesting.
Open for Matt. Oh, boy.
Two more.
I guess that's going to achieve what needed to be achieved to get out of the frame, which is all they were looking to do at that point. But when you have to go back behind the banner,
it went right up under it.
Like
I said, it's still in Branson, but we don't know how far.
He went out there and polished a little part of the floor with that bag right there. So 14-3, Josh Glover, Kyle Anderson over Matt and Todd Gammon. Glover takes his first bag. Squeezes it right through there.
Glover's locked in this game for sure. Not missing at all. Oh, and there's the jinx again. See if Todd can pick up a couple right here. And he does. That just drips in there.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. He kind of walked around, spun around like,
whew. All right, now he's trying to fire Matt up again. That's Christina Glover checks in to watch her honey. Matt, he looks away. He looks like he's talking to somebody. I'd like to know what's going through his head right there.
Well, we'll have an opportunity to speak to our winners at the conclusion before we wrap up the broadcast for this evening. But what a weekend it has been. Actually, half a week here in Branson. Lots have been going on. And, again, we are excited to be back. And we're excited to announce next year's World Championships, which we will announce this year. At the World Championships. Move it all around the country, year in and year out. And always a lot of fun. And get to explore a lot of cities everywhere from Cedar Rapids to York, Pennsylvania, Happy Valley, Vegas, Stockton, California, Knoxville, Owensboro, Panama City Beach, Charleston, West Virginia. You name it, we've been there.
Tupelo, Mississippi.
Tupelo, Mississippi.
Bentonville, Arkansas.
Bentonville, Arkansas. Absolutely.
Which is not far from here, actually.
Not that far.
Good bag. Cal picks up 2 more. It is 16-5, but we're not going to count the Gammons out just yet.
No. You might. I shall not. Glover straight down the middle, as he is wont to do, and followed in there nicely by Todd.
Todd was a nice little bully there. Oh, and he's already saying, my bad. Yeah. I saw his lips move.
Literally a window of opportunity opened up there, and it further opened up.
Let's go.
There it is. There's the 4-bagger when he needed the 4-bagger, and that's going to move off the 5 to the 9. And as we just discussed, the fact that this game is not over.
Yeah. And just like that, it's
the
16-9.
The build back is on.
And we saw Riley Brewster get fired up after a big round. See if that got Matt jump started. As Kyle tries to go after the bag he has on the left.
Yeah, that might have been a nice a little favor there by Matt, but he might have just done himself a disservice.
And that's the danger of going after that bag, but he got lucky.
The bag that he didn't think he would get, he got, and the one that he used to try to get it did not go.
16-11.
At some point, though, I am going to have to run out there. If you don't mind, I'll drop my headset and head out there, and I'm going to check Kyle Anderson for an actual pulse. I've never seen anybody so low-key.
Yeah, he is always laid back.
In such high-profile situations as Kyle Anderson.
Yeah. I don't know if you can rattle the guy. I've never seen him make a facial when he mixes or anything. So,
yeah, that one's poised to go. This one should clean up completely.
Yeah, he just moved it right there.
No.
Josh left it standing up.
A little bit of work to do.
And Todd knows.
Todd not happy about that because certainly Josh has got this shot. Oh, he's going to step in. I thought he might step out and go at it from an angle, but he's going to go up and over and try to get them both, and he does that. How about that?
Yeah.
And Todd's got nothing to do but tater and say great shot because he knew as soon as he left his bag low left that was coming.
Oh, yeah.
He knew it was
a
coming.
nice airmail drag. Perfect shot. Kyle didn't think he could get it on the slide. Told him to shoot it. Shoot it he does.
Shoot it he did.
And grabbed a couple points. Nice bags by both men to start this round. No, and that worked exactly to Matt's favor, leaving that bag a little short.
Boy, that cut bag, he really, when he gets that thing going, it's spinning like a circular saw.
He holds that. He's got a funny grip, Kyle Anderson does, and you know where he gets that grip from? Throwing washers.
Is that right? His washers where he comes, because we talk about horseshoes, bocce ball washers, anything that's got sort of a straight line focal point like that. Even billiards, we have a handful of players that are good billiards players, and that ability to focus down the line is absolutely key to a strong cornhole game.
Yeah, our producer said telling me he's got a good pool game.
Oh yeah. The man behind the curtain, Eric Heinerman, our executive producer, is a pool shark, a sharp, if you will. Not shark, it's sharp, just so you know. Many people get that wrong.
He's a cornhole shark, too. Now, don't let him fool you. Don't let that little demeanor.
Quite the player.
Absolutely. Speaking of that, I got to take on the owner and CEO of ACO in my first pool play match today.
Is that right?
Yeah, it didn't fare very well for him either, by the way.
Well, I would say you had the guts to go out and beat him. A lot of people kowtow and they let him win.
And I enjoyed working with you.
Yeah, and that's the last I've ever seen of them. So if they don't, but I'll tell you what, we ought to take an opportunity here as these guys work their way toward 21 to say thanks to everyone at the Stadium Network. It has been a lot of fun to be a part of the network, and as they took over the Fox Sports regional sports networks and incorporated terrestrial TV, digital, Bally's, everything. It's been a lot of fun to be part of the Cornhole experience on the Stadium Sports Network, where you can find anything from UFC fighting to basketball, college football, baseball, all sports, and an opportunity to be the official ACO Cornhole partner with Stadium has been a season-long honor for us, and we are really thrilled to have had you along for the tournaments through the course of the season. It's been a lot of fun.
And it's nice to go back and be able to watch the archives.
No, absolutely. All of them in there. If you go up there and watch live and go into those archives and search ACO, you'll be able to go back all the way to the aforementioned Tupelo and so many of these others that we've done.
And, man, it's been a blast, too, to me.
A lot of fun.
Yeah, to work with you all this season, and I look forward to many more. If I don't get fired for beating up on Frank.
Beating up on the boss. Oh,
nice
what a shot.
And that's just a wash. That was a good shot.
Boy, and I'll tell you, it's interesting that other bag of his on the on the lower side of the hole didn't go, but I think if you went in and hand placed that bag in the backside of the hole, that's exactly how much space there was. And for him to get it from 30 feet away is pretty amazing.
Yeah, and look
Great
at this.
shot.
18 to 13.
I think that actually put Kyle's heart rate up to 20 beats per minute.
It's probably, I don't know if it's that high. Are you kidding me?
Well, I'm saying he was excited. He got up to 20. Yeah.
Did you see any excitement in that guy? If you did, we need to get that on camera and run it back.
I think we might need an X-ray machine or maybe an MRI to see his internal enthusiasm.
20 to 15. I mean, 18 to 15. I'm sorry, 18 to 15.
18 on 15, and
we knew we were going to get this. I mean, for our last match of the year, we knew we were going to get this,
we
correct?
knew it was coming. It's been leading to this
absolutely
all season long. We've had great matches on center court, matches that we couldn't believe we were watching, and
shots we couldn't believe.
Giving you the best seats in the house throughout the course of the season as we took the second best seats, and happy to call the action. Yeah, like you said, just shot making that just defies description sometime.
And it's been a pleasure to sit up and watch some of this. Look at Cal.
Boy, I thought, and it's interesting to miss one that has so much more open real estate after he just squeezed one in. How about that?
Yeah, I'll tell you what, who got it?
Up and overhead. There it is. There's Kyle Anderson answers with the airmail. Coming in hot.
And Todd knows. Oh, my goodness.
He thought he had that for sure. Up and over.
And that's just a wash.
Oh, my gosh. All of that.
Let me tell you something. I call it like I see it. That is just a bad shot by Matt Gammon. I thought Matt should have shot the airmail and left that block there one more time.
But you know what? He knows Kyle's airmail game.
Yes.
And I think he thought he had to go. And we've seen him do it a million times.
Yeah.
Push hard through that bag, take them both, or at least get one. But it just it came off hot and off the backside of the board.
It did.
18 on 15, all that. We talk about a whole lot of something for a whole lot of nothing.
Absolutely.
On a wash like that.
There's another kick bag by Glover.
That leaves him out of play.
And this could bring this to a 1-point game.
He's got to make it happen. Yeah, he does.
1-point game, 18 to 17.
We talk about it and we laugh a little bit, but if there was a way to get a game to 21 to 20 and a half, we'd find a way to do it here
man.
On this Stadium Center court.
Like you said earlier, you'd think we scripted some of these games. But we don't.
Oh, man. I'll tell you something. It has been a lot of fun. And the interesting thing is if you're just sitting and watching and you're thinking, I can't believe I'm watching other people play cornhole, you literally – this is one of those sports where you can watch and you can actually learn by watching on your screen or on your monitor. He takes two down and one off the back. He'll take those two.
He left the chance to win the game in Kyle's hands right there, and there it is.
Boy.
And Matt is behind the 8 ball now. And Todd's shaking his head. He knows this could be the game. I think he's got to run in with it.
In there and light off, and that's going to be it.
Yeah. On the board, Josh says, wins the game, and it's going to be king seat for Glover and Anderson.
All right, that does it. That's going to wrap it up as we continue working our way to the finals for the American Cornhole Organization Doubles Championship here, Branson, Missouri, the final major of season 17. So we'll invite these guys to join us. Josh Glover, no stranger to the winner's headphones. Kyle, nicely done. We are thrilled to have you guys over here. And, boy, I'll tell you something. Let me sneak in here to the other side of you if I can. Watch this. I'm going to do this little dance move right here.
You call Phil the ninja.
Right here.
Yeah.
There we go.
We call Phil the Mississippi Ninja, but did you see the moves I just had? Let's talk about your moves. That was one of those games where the Gammons have been running pretty hot here on center court. But, Josh, you told me you guys started out a little bit slow, but been on fire through the rest of the day.
Yeah, we started off real slow. Our first game we got down 18-3, but for the first year we played together, we got down a lot early in a lot of games, but we always buckled down and come out on top.
You did, and a couple of great. You talked about a cut shot that you were talking to him about the way that Matt's bag kind of came in and laid down based on the way he shows it, but he left it up to you to decide what to do. But that cut shot came in and did exactly, I think, what you had hoped.
Oh yeah,
it did. It did.
Here, do me a favor. Let me see your right wrist here.
I
want to check. I think your pulse got up to about 20 beats per minute.
It probably did there. It did.
Hey, let me tell you something. I saw that little turn
you
shot.
see that,
You've been working on that, huh?
I have. But
Some
you
new
got
shot
to.
in your arsenal, man.
You have to keep up with these young kids.
Yeah.
You have to learn something and try to adjust. And that's what we're trying to do.
Adjustment is what you did. It takes you further into the doubles championship. I know, so you don't have to be here all night and see the sun come up. We'll let you get back to it. But before we go, we will congratulate you once again. We will congratulate you, sir, for what everyone who's been watching online said, legs that are made for center court.
Yeah, I got the best legs in the game.
Yeah, well, and, we thought you had white long pants on, but it turns out the shorts and the shoes are just tied together by the calves and the shin bones.
That was my game plan today. Maybe I can blind somebody.
That's good stuff. Well, this was an odd big blind sort of win, but congratulations, and we will take this opportunity to end on a high note. Congratulations, guys. Good luck as you work your way to the finals. And on behalf of everyone in the American Cornhole organization, Frank Gears, Eric Heinerman behind the scenes, our tournament directors throughout the country, all season long, on behalf of the Mississippi Ninja, Philip Barnett, I am Finn, the loudmouth for the ACO, and reminding you, when it comes to Cornhole, the ACO, the governing body, the sanctioning body, and Frank Gears, the Cornhole dude, remind you here on Stadium to keep on pitching.
ACO, we are Cornhole.